So there's lots of supplies associated with doing PAPs and with doing various labs. And the most important thing is that you're comfortable with whatever equipment that you're using. So there's different kinds of specula that you can use. This is a plastic disposable specula. And the cool thing about it is that it fits on a light source. And the most common source of contamination is actually from your light source and fumbling between different hands. So this is great because it has a disposable plastic sleeve. So if I turn on this light, which I will have wanted to do before I get my hands dirty, you can see that this lights up, and it provides a really easy source of illumination without having to fumble with an outside light. And I would have wanted to practice with this so that I know how it works. So this, you can get elevation, and I want to make sure I know how to get out too. So I'm going to press on this to come up or down, and press on this to... So whatever kind of equipment you've got, make sure that you know how to use it. The same goes for metal specula, which are more expensive to start out with, but you can autoclave them and save money in the long run. These have the same kind of elevation, which this screw down here. And you tighten it. These are both thumb screws, so you can operate the whole thing with one hand. And then this screw to open it up like that. And so I will have wanted to have another light around the back of my shoulder shining in there. So most of the time you want to make sure that you have one clean hand available to manipulate your swabs, or that you have an assistant. So most people use their dominant hand to place the speculum and open it up and use the thumb screws and whatever else, and then another hand to mess with the light. So for most people, you're going to want to do a PAP, and it's good to loosen the cap before you start. So unscrew it and then screw it back in so that you'll be able to open it up easily. And so once you've placed the speculum and you've found the cervix, you might want to use this big swab to get rid of any discharge. And then different labs have different kinds of PAP collection. This is a broom and a scraper all in one, so you place this so that the center part goes in the cervical os. And I like to go around 5 times. That seems to be the magic number where I don't get any insufficient samples back. So I go around 5 times and let the woman know that she might have some spotting. The pregnant cervix has a lot of blood flow, and it's easy to break the capillaries, so she might have a little bit of bleeding. You might have a pad ready for her after the exam. So after you've collected the sample, you open up the jar and you place it in there and swish it around. This is the liquid medium.